Gentlemen, welcome to the first edition of Toronto's biggest sports show. This is Dudes Talk at groupdudes.com. Today we're going to talk about sports. In the future, please come to our Facebook page at groupdudes.com. If you have any suggestions on topics for our next show, let us know. I'm Old JR, and this is Big Hawk.
Big Hawk.
Big Hawk! The first topic we're going to talk about today, sports related, is Natomakong Sue's 2-game suspension.
Stomp heard around the world.
Around the world, brother.
Biggest disgrace? I mean, could you imagine ever stomping on a guy?
Here's the thing.
Well, I
2
mean,
games.
I'm sure you could.
2-game suspension. Long enough, short enough, what do you think?
Probably think it's way too short, considering this guy's, how many years in the league? 2 years?
2 years.
2 years in the league. He's got, 7 personal fouls?
Yeah.
That's a lot. He's been fined $42,000 in the 2 years.
Just talk to the commissioner.
Just talked to the commissioner a couple weeks before this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty intense. I thought he would get somewhere like 5 games like Hainsworth got.
Yeah. But you know what? Who disappointed me in that whole thing? Were the linemen for Green Bay. They're like a bunch of little girls.
Didn't crack him.
They
in the
didn't
jaw.
crack him. The guy stomps your player. They didn't crack him. They did nothing.
And there you go. That's a perfect example of what you said. The difference of 2 teams. One team, Green Bay, right? They're 11-0.
Yeah.
Best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And these guys are being responsible.
Yeah.
Very disciplined. And talking about a team like Detroit, who started off good,
Yeah.
is now on the downswing. Undisciplined penalties, cancers in the clubhouse. You can't win like that.
I agree.
There you go. There's our answer for that.
And the thing with Sue is you have to have a coach that can harness a guy like that. Okay? He's an animal. Let's face it. The guy's an animal.
Well, we saw their coach earlier in the year go after Harbaugh.
Yeah.
What kind of example is that?
Agreed. Next topic. What do we got on the docket, Hawk?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, God.
I mean, everyone in this city's been waiting for years. Are they the real deal? Are they playoff bound?
As much as I hate to admit it, yeah, they're the real deal. Okay? I'm a Broad Street Bully fan, obviously. Okay?
You're just a Broad Street bully.
Yeah, that's true. But the bottom line is, with the Leafs, I got to give them credit because couple things, okay? They're second in the division, okay? They're consistent. Kessel leads the league in scoring. I think he's the first Leaf to lead in scoring since like '93.
Who was that? Sundin? Was it?
Who cares, right? But I think it was back in '93. It could have been Sundin, okay? And as long as Lupul stays healthy, as much as I hate to admit it, Leaf Nation, okay? I think you're in the playoffs.
Well, here's a problem I have with the Leafs. I think they're a good team, and I'm a huge Leaf fan. That's the only hockey team I watch. Okay, they're in the Eastern Conference. Okay, and they're in the Northeast Division. The Northeast Division, from top to bottom, is separated by basically 3 wins.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you look at the Atlantic Conference. Has 4 out of the 5 teams with 25 plus points, and what did the Leafs have? I think they had 30, or was it?
I don't follow that.
Okay. Well, so the problem is if the Leafs the Leafs haven't had any real slip-ups this year. They started a little bit in November. So if they slip up a little bit, I mean, what's going to happen? If they lose 4 out of 4, they're in trouble.
Here's the thing with the Leafs, okay? Here's the test, okay? Lupul stays healthy, which he has a problem with injuries, okay?
Right.
If Lupul stays healthy, and their big test is over the next 2 games, okay?
Yeah.
They got Boston tomorrow night, and then they got them on Saturday. Okay? They haven't beat Boston this year. Okay?
Right. Big
so
game.
let's see how they do against, the Cup winners of last year. Physical team with Lucic. He's an animal, by the way, too. Big time.
And then Chara, who's
That's the only thing with the Leafs that I'm against. Let's see how they do against the big boys, the tough teams. They had a problem against Nashville. Okay?
Yeah.
They had a problem with Nashville. It was a rough and tumble team. So, but as far as for now, go Leafs, go. I have to admit it. I hate to admit it.
I'd love to see them win. I think it'd be great for the city, and I mean they don't have problems getting people in the seats, but it's not the dudes. It's the corporates. whatever they call them, the bourgeoisie or
Yeah,
proletariat.
yeah,
Anyways,
girly.
I mean, all right. So we're going next. What
do
we got
go?
next?
We're going Stevie Johnson. Now, this is a
Oh,
big
man.
topic for me. You know I coach football.
Yes.
This guy is a steady moron. Okay?
Steady.
So let's give you the lay of the land with this moron, okay? This guy is in a contract year. By the way, he plays for the Bills, for all you Bills fans out there, or those that didn't know he was a Bill. He scores a touchdown. He's playing against the Jets, okay? He gets the touchdown. He pretends that he shoots himself in the leg,
Like plaque.
like Plaxico Burress, who
Yes.
he's playing against. And then he does the eagle thing, okay?
Yeah.
Like Holmes,
Yeah.
okay? The guy's a moron.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
he takes a 15-yard penalty. The Jets go down and score. And what happens in the end? He drops a touchdown pass for the win.
He could have walked
is-
in. He could have walked in on that pass.
Listen, I'm going to tell you. If he was on my team, okay? Or if I played with him, okay? He's got to get a smack.
Why don't you
He deserves a
just
smack.
Why don't you just cut the guy? I mean, even as
Yeah.
good as he is, someone will pick him up. But as good as he is, set the example. Once again, going back to Detroit, get rid of these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's horseshit. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It's 53 guys in the NFL on the roster.
And-
Yeah.
And the thing he's making fun of, the two guys he's making fun of, both, even though they had their, they had their issues, okay? Let's face it, right? Okay? At the end of the day, they both have Super Bowl rings. Burris has got a ring with the Giants, and Holmes caught the touchdown pass
For the black and gold.
for his team, the Black and Gold.
I gotta tell you, I'm a huge Steeler fan since 1993 when they had Neil O'Donnell, Bam Morris.
Yeah.
Speaking about guys in trouble,
Yeah.
and Bobby April, who's still a special teams coach in the NFL. He was there too, but I'm a big Steeler fan.
Yeah. So our bottom line on Stevie Johnson, steady loser. You?
He's not one of the dudes.
Not one of the
Not
dudes.
one of the dudes. That's for sure.
Next topic on the docket, on the docket.
Okay, we got. Is it Jack Del Rio?
No. That's not what I got.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about the Grey Cup. We're
Oh.
we're Canadian.
So next topic's Jack Del Rio. Did you watch this? Did you watch this game?
No, I didn't.
I mean, the way I found out, I was watching my Steelers beat Kansas City, and I had my computer beside me on my bed, and I was opening my Yahoo email, and I just saw that BC Lions won. So I guess
They won.
congratulations.
Congratulations, BC. Go Canada.
Okay.
Next topic.
Let's get back to it.
What's on the docket?
Is it Del Rio?
No, we're gonna do. Let's go back to some hockey. What does everyone think about the firing of Boudreaux?
2 firings.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. The guy. I mean, is it his fault? Is it really his fault?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do there?
Well, I mean, he can't harness Ovechkin. You got to harness that kid.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not in the clubhouse. I don't know what it's like, but everyone says Boudreaux is a player's coach. Okay, so if you're a player's coach, I mean, how do you not work with this guy?
Well, did you see that HBO special on Washington Pitt?
Oh yeah, that was
He's a
great.
bit of a loudmouth.
Yeah.
Bit of a moron, I think.
Yeah, but I'm sure they did it for the cameras.
You know who I think that they should get to replace Boudreaux is Iron Mike
Iron Mike.
Keenan.
Oh yeah, but they got Dale Hunter.
Yeah,
They
that's
got
true.
Dale Hunter, and this guy's been, what is he, 11 years in
Yeah.
the OHL?
Yeah.
Fastest to 400 wins in the OHL.
I
So,
agree.
I mean, probably he's a good fit. Maybe it's a good shakeup, and maybe they have a chance.
That's
maybe
true.
they have a chance to get in the playoffs, and maybe it can help Ovechkin.
What do we think about Paul Maurice?
Not much to think about. It's
Yeah.
one of the worst teams in the NHL.
Yeah.
And they got a guy who's probably played with the Leafs. The guy who played for the Leafs.
Yeah,
People love him in Toronto. I know that. He's big in Montreal.
Yeah.
And he's going to probably make a great head coach. I just hope they don't throw him into the, throw him in with the.
who we talking
fire.
about? Muller.
Yeah, Kurt
Yeah,
Muller.
I think he's going to be a good one.
Hopefully he does well, but I mean, I just hope he doesn't have one of those things where, he gets thrown into the wolves.
Yeah. Well, hey, you got on that team. You got Stahl.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make it happen for him.
Yeah.
You got to make it happen for him. Next topic on the docket: Jack Del Rio.
Everyone's getting fired. I just hope it's
Another guy got fired in the NFL. What do you think about this guy?
What was he there for 9 years?
10 years.
9 years. I think it was something like 68 and 71. 2 playoff appearances probably just doesn't cut it. I mean, they need change.
Big time. See, the thing with Del Rio that I don't like is that he was a linebacker, right?
Yeah.
Played for the Cowboys. So in 10 years, okay, of coaching a football team, they didn't develop one linebacker.
Yeah.
Not one linebacker
But do you think
he developed.
But do you think guys like this have real big impact on personnel? Is it it's
Yeah.
different because I come from a baseball background. I played college ball in the U.S. I had an opportunity to get into independent ball, which is like professional baseball.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love football. It's my favorite sport. But I don't know how the personnel works in the NFL. Like if it's the GMs have a lot of pull, or if it's the coaches.
Here's the bottom line. If you're a coach in the NFL for 10 years, you got a lot of pull.
Yes.
One way or the other.
True.
So if you can't draft, if you played linebacker your whole life
Mm-hmm.
and you can't draft a linebacker, you're a moron. Bottom line.
Well, 3-8 doesn't cut it for sure. So, I mean, good game, Jack Del Rio.
Listen, that's our first show. Anybody with topics, go to our Facebook page. We'll list all the topics, whatever gets the most hits. That's what we'll talk about next week.
Yeah,
I'm Old
absolutely.
JR.
Big Hawk.
See you next time. Me and Big Hawk would also like to thank the McVeigh family, Jim McVeigh in particular.
Big
We're
thanks.
shooting big thanks.
Big thanks.
Great place.
Yes.
Love it.
This is a dude's place.
Dude's place. Down here at Richmond and Church. Thank the McVeigh family. And next show, anybody that wants to come out and watch us live can come right here to McVeigh's.
Have a beer,
Or two.
or some wings,
Or some wings.
or some 2 pounds of wings, 3 pounds of wings.
Maybe for you.